Hello, dear listeners. You're tuned into the podcast Innovate Spain, the IT Chronicles. My name is Zhenya Goncharov. A brief story of myself. Let me skip it for today, and I invite you to immerse yourself in the world of IT in Spain. So, just to have a brief recap, in each episode we will discuss the latest industry trends and also uncover some stories that lies behind the scene. And today we have fantastic guest, the guy who built business in Russia, but then moved to Spain and built business in Spain now. So welcome our podcast guest, Daniel Valyaev, founder of the Valyaev, yes, founder of the platform for real estate and co-buildy. And Daniela, welcome.
Thanks
How do you
for
feel
your
yourself?
invitation, Zhenya. Thank you. Really excited to be here today.
Amazing. It's pleasure. I would say that the best introduction, I suppose, that we have on the table is to just uncover your story. So let's start with just your story. I would say. I would say, despite the fact that we discussed, let's discuss with. Let's start our discussion with industry trends and all the kind of stuff. No, Daniel, let's start with your story.
Okay.
Let me know how you. Who are you actually? Let's get acquainted.
Okay, then briefly in two parts. I think it's really important to know some context about my professional background. And then I'll tell about the project itself. So I'm in real estate for more than 10 years. And everything I did during my professional career was in real estate. So it was like property management of commercial real estate, management of real estate investment trusts. I consulted in Ernst & Young in real estate. So today there will be a lot of words connected with real estate. I'm sorry, I apologize.
It's not a problem, Danila. But tell me, why real estate actually? Because obvious. How did you choose it?
That was 2013. I had to choose my internship in university, and that time I was studying in Rotterdam in the Netherlands, and I remember that day. I don't know really how it happened, but I was walking in Rotterdam and was thinking that about real estate. I mean, I saw one of four of the biggest consultant companies billboard. As I remember, it was Cushman and Wickfeld. So, and it seemed to me that it could be really interesting because this kind of industry connected real estate, consulting, and for me it looked like this is a really huge industry in terms of numbers, in terms of different ideas that could be implemented in real estate. I mean, like construction, digital, consulting itself. That time I really couldn't imagine what could be the next step, but it seemed that it might be really interesting to go deeper in it and to find something interesting during the process. So, and now I'm here almost 10, 11 or even 12 years already passed, and I can say that really a lot of different things in real estate have been how to say, completed in different forms. And I'm still understand that there are a lot of to do in this industry. That's how it is.
So Rotterdam impressed you by its architecture, and you was like in billboards, and you said, "Okay, I will do my path in real estate." Okay, let me. It's a bit a conservative industry, and how do you feel yourself now? I mean, you had like, I don't know, more than 10 years of experience, but you started like PropTech business here in Spain. And why? How did you come up with this idea? I mean, like, what was the trigger? Again, architecture of Barcelona or Madrid?
Rotterdam is really beautiful. I completely agree.
Yes.
But about my intentions to start PropTech, so I was, as you said, real estate is very conservative, and this is true. And I was really curious, and I was thinking if it is possible to change something in this very conservative sphere, because if you do it a little, and just when I imagine the numbers which exist in this industry, I think of really huge business. I mean, that how PropTech is growing right now in the world. I mean, it's really booming. Different corporate giants are investing money in PropTech because they're really interested in different optimization processes. And now technology is developing really fast, and maybe like 10 years ago everyone just didn't understand how it could be implemented. But now any company which respects its resources then tries to be into PropTech. I mean, construction company, different real estate agencies, all the guys who have been very conservative for the past 20-30 years.
Yeah. I suppose that the market itself and the penetration of technology helps here. While still, it's not clear for me, like how did you come up with the idea of creating your own platform in real estate for buildy?
Okay, got
Tell
it.
me a few words about this.
Yeah, sure. I was managing. I was assisting in managing a commercial center in Moscow, and we did the redevelopment of it, and that was a really challenging. And me as a person who is quite lazy and wants to do all the type of optimization where it is possible. I was thinking if it is possible to create a platform which helps to manage real estate, rental real estate. And that was my first project, which is called Ranti. And so I found guys as IT developers, and that was really a long story, like more than 2 years we've been doing it, and I really didn't have a clue how to manage real estate IT startups. That was my first experience, and it wasn't commercially successful, but still we created the platform, and it worked. I mean, you could create your digital building in it. You could create tenants, and you could create all the relations between this stakeholders of the process, so leasing agreements, different technical requests, and that was quite helpful. But at that time, it was 5 years ago. Well, I went to different business centers in Moscow, and my target audience was business centers of class B or C, and it means that it is not like high quality buildings.
Mhm.
And usually they belonged to some guys from 90s that took
Let's
off.
bring. Sorry to interrupt you, but let's bring some light to this picture. Like, what do
Yeah,
you mean? Speaking of guys from '90s, because
well,
not all
just
of our listeners in the context.
sure. So the context is that guys from 90s in Russia are some of them are gangsters, and they managed some properties as they used to do it in 90s without any online services, just with a pen and their notebook, paper notebook, and that how it worked. So they really didn't want to to be digitalized. Everything was okay in their business even without any digital services. So but yeah, that was a problem, because property managers of class A buildings had their custom digital property management platforms, and all others, they were just they just didn't want it, because their accountants, they used Russian service 1S, which is
Mhm.
like very widely spread, and they were happy about it. So they told me that, yeah, thank you, but not. So that was the end of the of my project, I could say. Yeah.
Yeah, but let's move to the Spain. Like, first of all, it's interesting how what is the platform as it is, and why you decided to create it in this way, and how did you found the product market fit, and let's bring some light to this picture.
Okay.
I understand that you're like this well-known story that several unsuccessful projects leads to the project that aims to have a success. So let's
Yeah.
speak about buildy.
Yep. So step by step, between the first project and Kabildi, I had two other projects where I acted as a product owner and co-founder, and then I decided to launch Cobildi. Firstly, it was a product for Russian-speaking audience, and this year, almost 6 or 5 months ago, I decided to switch it into for English-speaking audience, because I understood that there is no sense to develop your product in Europe for Russian-speaking audience, because they're just really almost thousands of people, but not millions. And well, this is why now it is co-buildy, and our target audience are people from all over the Europe. Now we're focusing in Spain and Portugal, and what we actually do, we provide a platform which helps real estate developers to fund their projects on their initial stage. So it means that currently people, I mean developers, if they are not high quality with a long track record. They need to find private investors, because banks, they require tons of different details, informations, collaterals, I don't know. So and they are not flexible. This is one of the really important reasons. So that's why developers are open to private investors, and this is where we are. So we provide a platform so that a developer can register his profile there, and list his project with an investment proposal. And speaking about MVP, sorry, not about MVP, about product market fit. Sure, about product market fit.
Yeah.
The first approach was to find investors directly. But then I understood. So the idea, yes, from one side, as a marketplace, there are investment proposals. On the other side, there are investors. But then I understood that as we are not crowdfunding, so we don't work with retail investors who invests, I don't know, up to 10,000 euros. So our target audience in terms of investors are high net worth individuals, family offices, so those who are ready to invest from 100,000 to several millions. And usually they are the only private investor in each project. So this is how I came up with an idea to contact real estate consultants or brokers or AKA advisors. So these are people who have direct contact with investors. They they communicate with them to offer them some interesting services like due diligence, and they search market to bring them some interesting opportunities. And this is how it works actually right now. So we invite investment consultants who get notifications about new projects listed on the platform. There are some mechanics. I think it's really will be a long story to discuss everything in details, but there are some mechanics which help them to do some express due diligence. And if they think that the project is really worth showing it to an investor, then it happens, and then they request for direct contact through the platform to negotiate the terms of a deal. And the thing is that it's really interesting for all the parties. I mean, developer gets his private funds, investment consultant gets his success fee, and makes his client happy about finding an interesting investment opportunity, and the investor has a really large pipeline of projects, and we as a platform, we get our portion of success fee if we succeed with a deal. So that's how it works right now.
The only comment, Daniel, if it's possible, could you please switch off notifications, like activate
Sure.
do not disturb more?
Sure.
We will cut this. So
Sure.
How long and what problems have you met during building startup in Spain? And also maybe you can cover also some legal aspects of this, like how to start your own company if you're extranjero, like international expat, and how is complicated or it's easier, what risks shall be addressed if you started, and like just
Yeah.
cover some stuff that actually are not covered when you speak about new business and all that kind of stuff, but actually this is one of the main things
Yeah,
that
yeah. Interesting for your audience. Yeah, I understand.
yes.
Well, happily, I haven't faced some really serious challenges on the way up to, well, current moment. I mean, registration of a company. Well, of course, it's a bureaucratic process which takes like a month. And well, for me, the main idea was to find a professional who can assist me in this process. And well, I did it. I found my neighbors. They are locals. They are Catalan, and they are really people who I trust. And they did everything really good. But still, I understand that if you're not ready to pay, it depends from 1,000 to 2,000 euros. You can do it yourself. Of course, it takes much more time and your attention, but still, it's possible. Well, I was happy that I didn't have any problems with a bank account, for example, because I was thinking that me as a person with a red passport from Russia, there can be some difficulties, but not. So, well, currently, thanks to, well, I would say local authorities, everything is okay. Of course, you need to understand that CETA, it is like
I know that thing.
this is one of God's in
Yes, it is.
local culture. So if you don't have CETA, then you're just nobody will talk with you. So, well, if you go to any kind of ayuntamiento, I don't know, any other authorities, just take CETA in advance, and then you will,
Yes.
you will have success.
I also wanted to ask you, like, step-by-step guide. Like, I suppose the first thing is let's take CETA for everything completely.
Yeah.
Okay, step-by-step guide. Let's say, like, how you started your company, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 steps that you are.
So, well, the first step was just to find, well, as I said, to find a gestor who can help you with this process. Then we arranged a meeting to find what type of economic activities are in my will be in my company. And well, then we asked for a CETA in the notary, just to register. Well, I even don't know how it's called in English.
Say in Spanish, because it's podcast
No,
about Spain in English, so don't worry.
Well, it's a document for your sociedad limitada empresa, where you can.
Entiendo.
uh,
Entiendo.
well, I don't remember.
But why not? But why not autonomo? How this is how it's called, individual entrepreneurship in Spain. Why you build up an empresa, like
Well,
company?
I will answer this question just to just let me finish with this step by step.
Okay.
Right? So
Yeah.
then we had a notary meeting, and well, Actually, it took several weeks until I get a response from Ayuntamiento that everything is ready. And there is one more thing: even if you are setting up an SL, you have to be an autonomous with some special regime for a company. So, but these all the things were covered by people who helped me, and the only thing I had to do is to go to Seguridad Social just to get my personal account for Seguridad Social. So what I did, I got seat in advance, and everything was fast, and well, thanks to everyone who helped me. So yeah, well, honestly, well, the process took like a month and a half, but in terms of everything, it wasn't very complicated. So if you find an expert, then you just, well, fill in some documents and wait till you get the result. And your question, could you repeat, please?
Like, why empresa, no autónomo? Why you build up the company and not something like individual entrepreneurship, given that your size of your
Well,
business still is not big?
as I'm setting up a startup, it seems that well, if we are going and if we are growing, then we can attract some private funds, and if you have an autonomous, then it is impossible. So well, if it's like better for a type of business which can grow fast, where you can invite some stakeholders, where you can share some share options and or option shares. So well, yeah, that's just better suits if you do a startup.
Okay. And how the things are going up now? Like, can we congratulate you with something? Like, how is clients? How is the platform as itself?
Well, hopefully we close the first deal during this week. I'm a little bit nervous about it, but still things are going okay. And but let's wait till next week. I can announce it officially. But if speaking about the general interest of a local audience to the project, I can say that well, there is interest. There are really a lot of people who are in real estate development, and well, I mean, real estate is where we sit right now in our houses, where we go to buy grocery, to do some sport. This is everything is like in some buildings, and well, it means that it more or less will will grow. This industry is the biggest in terms of money in the world, so you cannot find something bigger than it.
Amazing. And what was the timeline? Like, you started your business, like, as far as I remember, like one year ago here, or 2 years ago?
Yeah, it started previous year, but well, as I said, it was targeted for Russian-speaking audience, and the idea was to work with subscription model as a community-based platform for real estate professionals. But well, then I understood that it's really very difficult to expand your business without any third-party investments, because, well, it takes huge amount of your emotions, because you always are in contact with different people you don't know. You have to explain them advantages of the platform, to sell it, and when you do it, I don't know, 6-7 times per day, it makes you really exhausted. And that's what actually happened with me previous year. So I was, how to say, burned out completely.
Burned
So
out. Yeah.
yeah, and then I switched. I found a guy who was in charge of product management in the project, and he helped me to change our approach from a subscription model to more like to success fee business model. And yeah, so it was a way, it was some long period, I would say, to find the best optimal way to monetize the project. So hopefully now it seems that we are on the right way, and our customers, our clients are happy with what we do and how we can help them with their projects.
Yeah, it seems to be very complicated because yeah, you start a new business, not just a new business, but also new business in a new country, new industry, in new language, in different from English, let's say. And yeah, let's make it clear that it was not easy path, and that's really congrats that you're still on track and not giving up, and also you have very close, successful first deal, as far as I remember. So let's just let's just maybe discuss some your plans, like what are you doing, what are you going to do next. Maybe would you be interested in interacting with acceleration programs, or what kind of support for startups you're observing or looking for in Spain? How it is actually in Spain, like what you can.
Well, as I see right now, local startup life here is very active, and you can find really a lot of accelerators. I don't know how it is like in different countries. Maybe it is even more active there, but my opinion about Spanish startup community is that it's really active, and as people in Spain are active, community is active as well. So yeah, if you are interested in this type of I would say services, you will definitely find something if your project was participating in this type. I mean, if you have some bright idea, team, and all the criterias which usually are set by an accelerator. But my case, well, I understand that I have my own path, because I understand that accelerator, it from one side it helps you, but still it takes a lot of resources to be invited there. And I know quite a lot of stories from guys who were waiting for like half a year to be invited there, and they just couldn't do some well
Some real stuff.
some things, yeah, in the market. And I don't have so much resources to wait months. So that's why I decided that I have already found a number of people who I trust, who have their own track records in terms of in terms of startup and real estate. So they're successful in something which can help me in my project. So I would say that I created my own custom accelerator, just gathering right people just with me, and it really helps a lot because you can contact them directly at any time, and well, that's my approach, I would say. But still, I have an assistant who is applying for some accelerators right now, and well, we'll see if there will be some interest from these organizations. Then maybe I will participate in it. And one more thing is, yesterday I paid for a PropTech participation, like a membership in a PropTech community, a European PropTech community. It consists of almost 300 members, and well, there are a lot of startups, investors, mentors. They hold different events during the year. So well, it means I can say that I always try to find like balance between resources you need to put into something, and some outcome you get after you put these resources. And so yeah, that's how it is.
Daniela, it was a real pleasure speaking with you, and I suppose that maybe one more thing that you can advise to founders or new coming founders in Spain, just for proper launch of the project, and we can actually save your time and
Okay, Zhenya, okay.
share this pleasure. Yeah, share this pleasure of having you today.
Uh, well, for me, I have some simple rules which I use, and well, if it might be helpful for someone. So it's simple as you just do something until you succeed. So, and that's it. That's as a person who do triathlon, and as a person who can, I don't know, swim, cycle, then run for hours, you understand that you just need to challenge yourself until you cross the finish line. So just do it in your startups, because well, in any other way, if you don't cross it, then you will not see what's behind it.
Danila, it's honor to have you with us today, and thank you very much for your time. And listeners, also don't forget to subscribe and rate our podcast as well on all platforms that is available. Danila,
Thank you.
wish you good luck with your
Thank
startup
you.
and continue disrupting PropTech sector in Spain and
And
Portugal
good
as well.
luck with your podcast. Let it grow to thousands of subscribers. Yeah, wish you good luck.
Thank you, man. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Bye bye. Have a good day.
Bye.
Bye bye.